Welcome to the podcast. This is Mr. Isha. We're here at Kips Boys and Girls Club, Coudert Clubhouse. We're here with the crew, man. How many people are here? Like 25 people? I think the governor's gonna come in and bust us. Let's just go from my left to my right. Everybody introduce themselves, please. How are you gonna introduce yourself when your mic is off?
Hi, Mariah, and I'm 11 years old.
Okay, AKA MJ. Next.
Hi, my name is Isaiah, and I'm 11 years old.
Isaiah is a newcomer, AKA take him under the wing. He's my son. Next.
My name is Derek. I'm 10, and my AKA is Senor Glizzy.
I didn't ask you.
Damn, bro.
I didn't ask you about your AKA. So all right, guys. So today we had a good topic that was given to us by one of the staff members, Senora Glizzy, and she said, and this is something to think about. I don't know if you guys could get really deep on this, but what would you do? Well, what was the question again? You said what would you do if they won $1 million? Okay, what would you do if you won $1 million? Let's go to the jack of all trades and the master of none, aka Senor Glizzy.
All right.
What would you do with $1 million?
And
don't lie to me. Don't tell me that you're gonna go out and go to Bible school and all that. You're not doing that.
All right, but what I would do, I think that I would split like half of the money or like a lot of the money, a lot of proportion that is really big. I would give it to my mom so that she could feed the baby, my little sister, and everything, and it could help pay out the bills and everything like that.
Okay.
And for the rest of the money, I would keep it for like investments just in case.
We're talking numbers. $1 million is just a whole bunch of zeros. So from $1 million, you're gonna take $700,000 and do what with it, or whatever number you want.
I'm gonna save that up, bro, because you never know.
Okay, so give me the numbers. I want to see where it adds up to $1 million. How much you gonna save?
I'm gonna save about like 200,000.
200,000. So
and I'm gonna give my mom like 700,000.
Okay, so that's already 900,000. There's $100,000 left. What are you doing with that?
I'm gonna keep it for my little sister when she becomes 18.
Keep it for your little sister.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, MJ, I'm gonna put you on the same spot. What will you do with $1 million?
Well, first I will move my grandma out of the neighborhood that she's in.
Okay, that's fair. Family first. Why you think they're gonna kidnap her or something?
No,
I'm saying that. Don't ask me what to do. It's for real. Somebody get $1 million, they might kidnap my mom's, and then I have to be like, wow, I gotta give up 700,000 for my mom, or she gotta go down. So
you gotta pay the money.
No, I don't know. My mom's old. Don't put me in that predicament. But I understand what you're saying. You take your grandmother out of the neighborhood. You don't want her to get hurt. You want her to, be somewhere else. That's fine. Next.
And then I would give my dad like $200,000.
Okay, so 200 to get your dad happy. How much you move grandma? You buying her a house or she's moving in with you?
I'm buying her a house.
Okay, how much you think a house costs in New York?
In New York?
Yeah, I mean in New York, you're moving her Florida, Connecticut. Where you going with this house?
How
much you think a house costs?
I think a house would cost up to like 200,000.
Nah, bro, you bugging.
Some houses do cost
That's
that
like
much.
Beverly Hills.
No, 200,000. You can't even buy an apartment in New York.
That's too
For
much.
200,000, you cannot buy an apartment in New York.
As in, that's too much or too low?
Too little.
What?
Too little. You might get a studio apartment, and you probably gonna pay like $350,000. In a studio apartment that's in a house in a building in 89th Street and York Avenue, you're probably paying about that, maybe even more. But you're not buying nothing in New York City for that amount. You're not buying nothing in the 5 boroughs. You're gonna have to move upstate.
I'm definitely moving her upstate. I'm
Okay,
moving her
now
close
hold
to my
up.
uncle.
All right, so she's moving upstate. She's gonna spend, I would say, 300,000 on that. So 300 on that, 200 for your dad. You have 500,000 left. What you gonna do with the other 500?
I think that I will help my mom.
Okay, help your mom in which way? Just like do the dishes, or you gonna give her some money?
I'm gonna give her some money.
How much you gonna give your mom?
No matter what, she's gonna have it either way.
I understand, but just for the number game that we doing, how much you gonna give your mom? Remember, you already used 500,000.
I would give her 400,000.
400,000. So you have 100,000 left. What are you doing with that? Come on, don't give me too many ums. I'm going to have to give you the crickets. You have $100,000 left. You can spend it on yourself if you want. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I would spend it. No,
All right.
I wouldn't spend all of it.
Okay, you're gonna take care of you for
Yeah.
$100,000. All right, boom. She's done. Her $1 million is gone. Isaiah, what's going on? Welcome to the podcast. I know you're new here. I'll give you a little clap and everything, make you feel good about yourself. You have $1 million. What are you gonna do with your $1 million? I do need you to talk directly into the microphone. You have $1 million. These two guys already talked. What, you were not thinking when they were talking?
I was.
Okay, so let's get it out. $1 million. Let's play the number game. What are you doing with your money?
I'm gonna buy my mom a car.
Okay, you're gonna buy your mom's a car. What kind of car you gonna get her? You know car names. You're gonna get her Bentley. You're gonna get her Mercedes, a Nissan. What are you talking about?
A Bentley.
A Bentley. $250,000 done for a Bentley. So now you have $750 left. What you doing with that?
I'll buy a house for my grandma.
For your grandma. Where you moving her to? Albany? Because you only have $750,000 left, and you're trying to get her a house. You should have tried to get her a house before you bought your mom's a Bentley. That's $250,000 for nothing.
I know how it's gonna work.
Okay, talk to me. So you're gonna get grandma a house. I say another $350. So we're talking about three. And let me do my math. Just carry this minus 7. Okay, 600 is gone. 400 left. What are you doing with the 4?
So
You said sold?
yeah.
You buying 1 million PlayStations?
Yeah.
$1 million, bro? I'm done.
So you got 400,000 left. What you gonna do with 400,000?
I'm gonna give 300,000 to my mom.
Okay, 300,000 to your mom. You have 100,000 left. What is that going for?
No, I'm joking.
Shoes and clothes.
Okay, so you're taking care of yourself.
A lot of pink brims.
Okay, so now that's what you're doing. Now listen to what a grown-up would do with $1 million. Okay, how different it would sound. $1 million is a lot of money, and it's still a little bit of money. So for me in particular, I would love to take care. I mean, I'm assuming that I have $1 million and I'm alive, right? Because my insurance. If I'm alive, that means I'm still in the mix. If I'm dead, I don't care what you do with it. But since I'm alive, I want to be included in this. So I would truly try to look for a home. It's not going to be easy because it's going to, homes cost a lot of money. I'll probably have to move upstate. But you don't buy a home. You put money down. So as long as I'm an older guy, I have decent credit, I could go over there and be like first time homeowner. I could say, hey, I want this house that's $800,000. And you put 10% down, which means you put $80,000 down. And I pay a mortgage. Okay, cool. Put $80,000 down, I got myself a home. So I didn't spend that much money. I still have a lot of money left. I have basically $920,000.
You can buy like an entire mansion with that, right?
So now with that money, probably take the $20,000 that I got left or something and pay some of the credit that I owe. I don't think I owe more than $20,000. So get that over and done with. So I just spent $100,000. I got myself a home and I just fixed my credit.
I don't want to be a grown up.
Okay, well, this is the reality. So that's $100,000. I got $900,000 left. So I would like to go, on a nice family trip with my family. So probably do a little vacation or something. It's probably gonna cost me another. I don't even think $20,000, but let's go 25 so I could live it up. Maybe pop some bottles. So I got 25. All right, you see how my $1 million is stretching? I'm stretching my $1 million way a lot. So 25. I'm going on a vacation that they're not ever gonna forget. Maybe around the world, maybe a couple of different places. Not too many. Not too many. Hawaii's nothing, but a couple of places. And do something like that. $25,000 down the drain. Cars. I won't even buy a car because as soon as you buy a car, 3 years later the car's not worth anything. So I just lease a car, pay the little $400 for the lease, get whatever car I want. So while you buying a Bentley for $250,000, I'm getting that same Bentley for $700, and I'm paying for them. Yeah, because I'm paying for $700 a month. It's not my car. It's like I'm renting it, so I'm leasing it. He bought it. He paid $750. I mean, he paid $250 cash. Crashes it, car's worth nothing. I'm paying $750 So I mean, I'm paying $750. They crash my car, I give it back to the Bentley store. That's your car. It's not mine. So yes, I'm getting a car and I'm traveling like you. I'm traveling in a Bentley. I'm making trips. I'm paying. I just bought a house. I pay my bills off. I still haven't spent $200,000 yet. While you guys spend all that in a car in the first move. So think about all that stuff. Yes, I would like to set my kids, up, but up for what? I'm gonna tell them straight up. The first one to go to college is gonna get $25,000.
Damn.
That's it. I don't care if it's the 3-year-old. If she gets to college before my son and my son is 23, that's his problem. He lost out. She's gonna get the $25,000 bonus. So make them put it in their head so they could be like, wow, you know what? Dad really cares about us, but he wants us to finish school. It's your choice if you don't want to do it. And if you want to take $10,000, then at least finish high school and get into a 2-year program, community college or something like that. And I'll rock with you. I'll give you something. $10,000, you could probably buy yourself a little small car or something, get your life situated. So I'm still
like an apartment.
I'm still like at $125,000 that I just spent. So I could go on for this whole podcast trying to stretch my $1 million. So the concept is that you don't have to just buy all the stuff up front. You could divide it. You could save some money. You could invest some money. It's good to take care of your parents and stuff like that. But giving them $400,000 is kind of steep.
Yeah, you want to know what I should have done actually? I should have
And then nobody here, not including myself, I didn't get to the part, but you haven't done nothing for your community. Like you didn't give nothing. You didn't give $1,000 to the church. You didn't give you didn't do nothing like for kids in your neighborhood, like buy them book bags for school, like give turkeys out for Thanksgiving, like spend $5,000 doing that. It's just gonna make you feel good about yourself, and people are gonna be like, wow, he won that money, but he's helping people out too. Like it's only $5,000. That's how much you think those two big trucks that come with all those turkeys for Thanksgiving. It's not that complicated. $5,000. I've done it before in my neighborhood with a whole bunch of friends. $5,000 you could feed 500 people. So it's a good look, especially if you're getting that money for no reason. So things like that. Don't always be like, oh, I'm going to spend $1 million on clothes and buy every PlayStation, every color. Like, you have to really think about that stuff. So if I go around the table again, what's one thing that you would change from the list that you just came up with? Derek, you go first.
One thing that I would do, I would save all of my $1 million, right? And since you were talking about the community, I never thought about that. I would be like, hey, about like 8,000 to the community, right? And I have 902. I have 902. And God damn, I'm not doing math anymore.
Yeah, all right. So I get tried.
I have like I have 900 and plus dollars, right? So then I save that up for all like my living, right? And every single time, like for example, me and my mom are like, we need to pay something. I could go to my bank account when I'm like 18 years and older. I could take a lot of cash out of there and give it to my mom.
You could live on your interest of $1 million.
Exactly. And then like in 10 years, I'm gonna save up and I'm gonna still have like 200,000 left if I use it correctly.
All right. So Isaiah, from your list that you just gave me, what's something you would change after hearing what I would do?
Isaiah said, yeah, about that.
Isaiah, I'm talking to you.
I know.
Okay, you still thinking? Mm-hmm. And you're a deep thinker. I'm going to MJ so you could think a little more, but do it a little faster. MJ, what would you do differently from after hearing my concept of what I do with $1 million?
Honestly, there's so many things you could do that I don't even know.
True,
you could give to the Boys and Girls Club.
Facts.
It's true facts.
You
guys are here. Listen to me. You guys are here because there's other people that have money that give to be here. They pay us. This is a non-profit organization. The government doesn't give us money. We have people, that have $1 million, $10 million. And they say, you know what? Let me open up my checkbook and give these guys $50,000 every year so that could help out the underprivileged kids of the Bronx neighborhoods. That's what they do. That's why we are here. That's why you see the names on the buildings. That's people that give money. This is called Coudert Clubhouse for a reason. She wasn't the first one to come in here and say, oh, I want my name out there. They gave a lot of money. If you go downstairs, when you first walk in, when you're sitting down, there's a little glass and it's called something room. That's just the closet. He gave a lot of money and they named the closet after him. So it's crazy. Randall is called Lucille Palmero for a reason. Lucille Palmero gave money. She probably gave the most money. So that's why her name is on the building. So you know, this the Boys and Girls Club runs on people donating money. So back to you, Isaiah. What's going on?
I think I would take back what I said from the Bentley.
Okay, that's all I needed. You did something good. I'll give you that. So you're taking the Bentley back. So what you gonna get now? A scooter, electric bike? What are you doing?
I'm gonna save the rest.
Just Uber it, man. Just get some for $50,000. You could pay me. I'll drive you around.
Hey,
I'll drive you around, your mom around. I go do laundry. I do all that stuff for
50,000
$50,000. I'm doing more. I'm doing more working 2 jobs. So what you think? I won't want to drive one of his nice cars and yo, my grandmother needs something to go. I'll take you. Don't worry about it.
50,000 though.
That's
That's worth like 500 hours of driving.
That's okay,
So you really finna drive 500 hours?
dude. When you need a job, you need a job.
True,
that
true,
doesn't seem like a hard job. Little Netflix or taking grandma here, there. You know, he has to sleep sometime, right?
He could sleep if he buys like a limo or he rents it out. He could like
All right,
sleep there.
that was a
we
good
could all
podcast.
cook.
I'm tired of talking about myself, but you know, sometimes you have to think about it. You save up some money. You guys need a muddy etiquette like class or something like that. You're good. You're good with this podcast.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
No.
Isaiah, welcome to the bunch.
Yo, he said.
He said nah. That's why I'm going to put it up. All right, we're out of here, guys.
We out.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Check. Check.
Save that money.